Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here, and welcome to another broadcast here where we are going to go over some of the other stories that I've missed throughout the week, including the extreme competency of not only the law enforcement system in the state of New York, which was pre-COVID 1984. Remember the catch and release that I was constantly being like, this doesn't sound good. This doesn't look right. This is a big mistake. Okay, remember that? We missed this one earlier this week, but also kind of the incompetency and the downplaying and lying of that same system. So with those two stories, let me get into just a small little monologue here as I tell you to thumbs this up. Get your questions in the corner. We'll be going down the line. As always, we simulcast via Rockfin because we are fully demonetized on YouTube. And we will be taking tips and questions via that. That's how you skip the line. And I'm actually going to go over a ton of these different tipskis and hutch that I've gotten over the last several days as well. So I get a DM from one of my buddies in upstate New York, around the area where I grew up. And in that DM, he tells me that the news isn't reporting this yet, but everybody knows what happened. And basically a state trooper drove away with what can only be assumed as a fully armed AR-15 on the top of his vehicle. Okay, on the top of his vehicle, and they don't know where it is. And this just speaks to the levels and different levels of cover-up for each other. It's pretty crazy. You look at this right here, and we're always talking about gun control and et cetera, et cetera. They don't say how it happened. They don't say whether the gun's loaded. They first they first didn't even say it was a missing troopers. They just said there was an AR-15 in circulation that they needed to get out. So that just speaks to a small level of the deceptions in New York State and throughout law enforcement. But then you cripple them. Why would you want to be law enforcement right now, where you get a man arrested in 3 times in less than 12 hours by state troopers? Okay? A 29-year-old in New York was arrested by state police 3 times in less than 12 hours for allegedly committing various traffic infractions while in possession of crack cocaine, heroin, or both, or impaired by the drug, officials said Wednesday. Isn't that awesome? You pull a guy over now in New York. Who knows if he, what kind of vehicle violations they are in the very beginning. Okay, 8 a.m., stopped in traffic, and that's in Newburgh. And by the way, that's Dutchess County. I have family there. I actually have family right in Newburgh. The trooper learned Raddick was driving with a suspended New York driver's license, didn't even have a legit license, and had crack. So he gets charged and a desk appearance ticket. That's it. By 2:30, he was in a different car on a different street in Newburgh, okay, for another violation. By the same trooper. I mean, this would be cartoon level if we didn't live in a world where they're telling you can't scream on roller coasters, right? Boy, they have just totally and completely eviscerated New York, where they weren't telling you that you're going to need your vaccine card. Isn't that lovely? Your vaccine card to go to Mets and Yankees games, or a negative test, right? There's a choice right now. And I got to give it up for the man, Ron DeSantis, right now. Okay? Look, I was born in Florida. My family moved from Florida to upstate New York. I never really liked Florida. I never thought I would be defending it lately in the manner that we currently are. Because I'm glad he's ripping the idea of these vaccine passports. Somebody needs to, because they are a very, very integral part of this track, trace, database, UBI, transhumanist agenda they are pushing right now. 85 people watching, 32 thumbs. Can we get some more thumbs in there? Look at the algorithm. We've been going 5+ minutes. We can't even get 100 people out of the 61K that we got. It's incredible. So let's play this clip.
Are giving more people more and more confidence to start traveling again. So that's got airlines and countries around the world, quite frankly, considering if travelers should show what's called a vaccine passport before you get on a plane. That would prove that they got one of the COVID-19 shots, or at least two of one of the vaccines. Fox 13's Brianna Ardano joins us now live from Tampa International Airport. Hi there, Brianna. So how exactly do you think this might work? And is anybody using it yet?
Well, a vaccine passport is a way to travel if another country needs proof that you got the COVID-19 vaccine. And tonight, experts are sharing what that looks like along with the pros and cons.
Pros and cons? Look, I got my passport just a couple years ago because I thought I was going to maybe be able to make it to Bilderberg and, travel across the ocean, if you will, right? But I won't be going anywhere if I need a COVID-19 passport. Sorry, all out. All out.
More people are getting on planes now, but first you may need to prove you got the COVID vaccine.
It's likely that if the pandemic and the disease do not go away, that we're going to have some kind of passport.
Public health experts like Dr. Jay Wolfson with USF Health are staying up to date on international talks about a vaccine passport. It's a verified document proving you were vaccinated or tested negative for the virus, and countries are coming up with their own versions.
Who's going to do this? Will governments do it? Will the World Health Organization do it?
The World Health Organization. Oh, I'm so happy that we went under global governance and I never was told. Oh, no, I was told. And you were told, and we were told. And you know what? They flaunted it for so long. For so long. They used the term governance. Just like now lockdowns are going to be about climate change. Oh.
State health departments do it, or will private sector companies do this?
The International Air Transport Association developed an app for it, and they're testing with several airlines right now. But the trade group tells us they are against mandatory vaccines for travel because it risks discrimination where vaccines aren't available. A few countries
it's not personal choice. It's not I have the right to do with my body what I'd like. Okay, it's none of those things. No. It's equity issue. Get them in the arms, do it all over again and again and again and again and again every single year. You remember that flu vaccine? Remember that 2019 to 2020 flu vaccine that had less than a 50% efficacy rate? And for influenza B, I think it was somewhere under 35%. Those are their own numbers. We've covered them here before. But for the first time in history, we've got, a special kind of flu we've never seen before, right? But we came up with a 90+% efficacy vaccine. But you know what? I don't even want to talk about that here. We'll save those questions and answers for the end of this broadcast, as we do on this AMA. Again, get them in there for the end at Rockfin. If you haven't made your free Rockfin account, I don't know why you're waiting.
Countries are even using health passes for travel within their own countries. Here in the U.S., some epidemiologists told Governor DeSantis Thursday they don't like that idea.
We're going to then turn around and say you have to have a vaccine passport to participate in American life. It's going to be a new vaccine Jim Crow.
Some argue a vaccine passport can ease anxiety with international or domestic travel. U.S. airlines say they want some guidelines to go by. In a statement, the trade group Airlines for America tells us, we believe that such federal standards will protect against the risk of fraudulent documents and instill an additional layer of confidence in the traveling public.
I'll never fly again. I promise you. I promise you I will never fly again if I need something like that. I'll drive. I'm used to it. Thanks. I'll just drive. That's cool. Cool with me, right? Especially, this is a really great article out of the Mises Institute. They said things would be much worse in states without lockdowns. They were wrong. They were wrong. They were wrong. Okay? They were wrong. Period. Completely wrong. All right? That's the truth. So I also wanted to, do some good news and give a shout out to Big Fish, who is constantly constantly on this Epstein case. Now, I check his Twitter. I miss a lot of stuff. But one of the good things that's been celebrated is Leslie Wexner is now leaving the board of L Brands. We've seen this transition. We've already seen, the media promoting that independent investigations have absolved him of any kind of wrongdoing, et cetera, involving the Epstein case. But we also know, of course, that Maria Farmer calls him the head of the snake. And we also know that other victims like Virginia Gaffrey Roberts is very adamant of his roles as well. Okay, so that is good news. But at the same time, when I say the cover-up crew's in there, legal experts shocked by imprisoned Nygard's phone privileges. Now remember, Peter Nygard and Jean-Luc Brunel were picked up recently in the last several months, maybe 3 to 6, I believe, between the two, after Ghislaine Maxwell. Now, Maxwell's case is supposedly coming up in 3 to 4 months, okay? I believe a lot of this is the cover-up crew. This is cutting deals. I think a lot of this is probably for show. And we're obviously not going to get the full stories in any of these cases. All right? I told you time and time again, Bill Barr's not your friend. And, again, Epstein had to kill himself twice. Failed that first time. What else do you have to say? What else do you need to question? I mean, my gosh. So right now, thumbs it up, subscribe, share, get your questions and comments in there, guys. And remember, what I need you to do is to Rockfin. Have I said it again? Rockfin. Go make the free account. Over 13,000 followers. Let's get to 15,000. I mean, if you're watching this and you're not there, you're going to see why at the end you're going to want to be there, because we can't say certain things on this platform, period, anymore. And it's a way to support me. So if you're a premium member there, you get everybody's premium stuff. It's $9.99 a month. If you want to watch my free stuff, great. It's free. There's a ton of great free content there. And they're only expanding. So let's see. Over the last several days, we've had quite a few Tipskis and Hutch. How far back are we going to go? Oh, what is today? Today is Saturday. Let's do Thursday. Okay. Let's see. This one is from Heather Lynn. Thank you, Heather Lynn. Jessica, Josiah says, we all need more Rand Paul in our lives. I agree. Wish we had someone like him in Chinadia, a.k.a. Kanakistan. Keep spreading the message. Nice. That was funny when you slapped your hand. Let him troll. Oh, that's when we had some trolls in there. We'll see. Let's see. And the sheeple will look the other way. This is Glenn Combs. Well, I hope that we can wake those people up. We need to start waking those people up. Peter Paulson, thank you. Vince, thank you. Keep it up, Jason. Just signed up. Thank you. No, thank you for the premium subscription, Vince. I appreciate that. Marion in real life, thank you very much. Let's see. Literal Truth says, keep up the good work. Thank you, Literal Truth. I see irony. Thank you very much. Ashley Hensley says, love how you spout the facts and give a little transparency to us who don't have a ton of time to dig through all the info being put out. Appreciate you. Joan Arntz, thank you so much. Very generous of you on that one, Joan. This is Chassis Cakes. Fauci is all about monetizing the patents and could not give a shizzle about saving lives. The $1 million from the Israelis was too much. Yeah, that was incredibly insane that Israel's like, Dr. Fauci, here's an award for $1 million. I mean, again, but when you tell people that they can't scream on roller coasters, you've crossed the Rubicon of total and complete lunacy, right? Alice Cruz, thank you so much. Karen Stout says, I wish I could give more, but I just don't have it. Karen, listen, again, if you can't afford to financially support me, share the links. Get people on the alternative platforms. Show people the documents that I can't show here anymore, right? That's what I care about. Truth Addict says, love you, Jason. Thank you so much. Cameron, thank you so much. Ryan Wilbers, thank you so much. Jason Hinkledar, thank you so much. Darcy Clark, great stuff. Thank you. Thank you. We got a few more, but we'll save those for a bit. All right, let's get into the questions over on the YouTube. What up, Melanie? See, Melanie's great, man. Melanie also shares a lot of my stuff via social media. I really appreciate her and others like her. You know, Patty is another great one. She shares a lot of my stuff, which is awesome. Let's see. Kat, how we doing? Greetings. Dude, did you see those lockdown protests in the UK and around the world? Hell yeah. Rupley has some great footage of the UK. I may have to check some of that stuff out. I saw some earlier in the week, but it was mostly people getting arrested. Greetings, Doe, free gun. I mean, do you think they're getting that AR-15 back? I don't know. I don't know if they're getting that AR-15 back. Mess up Al Gore's rhythms. Al Gore's rhythms. Almost 200 watching. Can we get that 100th thumb up? Can we at least get that? Seriously, you can't scream on roller coasters? Yes, Kat. You have not seen? It's over. There's no more. Listen, you want to scream on roller coasters? What kind of monster are you, Kat? What kind of monster are you? What, do you want us to all die, Kat? God, it's people like you that are going to keep this pandemic running till 2074, Kat. You want to scream on roller coasters. Psst. Yeah. Someone needs to be canceled, Kat. Oh, hi, BB, 33 thumbs. A lot of lefties like the idea of UBI. I'm not fond of the control aspect of it. Don't trust it. I'm not fond of any aspect of it. I'm not fond of any aspect of a universal basic income because it is going to come with what? Inflation. And then it's also making my money and my work worth less. Period. It will do that. All right. And then if you want that, because you need that to be on a level playing field in many cases, you'll have to jump through a ton of hoops. Mind control. I love how if you don't live in New York City, you're from upstate New York. Newburgh is a little over an hour away, maybe even a little less than than an hour away, by the way. You can probably get there, depending on where you are, like Hudson Valley region, you might get there in 45, 50 minutes. Yeah. Maybe 2 from New York City. It's not even close to 2. But again, if you're not in Newburgh, like let's say you're in Poughkeepsie or Fishkill or Beacon, might be 90, maybe 2. From New York City, so it's not actually upstate. Jerry's correct. 60,000 subs and less than 80 viewers. Something's not right here. It's weird, isn't it, Ian? Oh, 94 now. I know. Wow. And we've almost hit the 200 mark. Where's the black market vaccine passport makers? Oh, I'm sure that's all going to come. But, you know, they're going to make those like federal, obviously hugely federal, probably global crime. You might be a terrorist if you do that. You're terrorizing someone. You terrorist son of a bitch. Will space also require one? We ain't going to space, bro. That's a big, funny, ha-ha, in your face. No, not happening. But what about spooky Ebola? Where'd you grow up, Jason? I'm from Fulton County. Oh, snap, son. Fonda in the house, Jerry. When I was 12, we moved to Montgomery County, Fort Plain. Played a little hoop skis and some baseball back in the day. If you're from Fulton County and Fonda, you would also know Craig Phillips, who was my gym teacher and coach, and his son is somebody who was a really good friend of mine. We went to college together, actually, in Oneonta, and we're even roommates. Shout out to Jeff. I hope you and your family out in Florida with a guy like DeSantis, and it seems to be all right. You know, he's a teacher down there. He's made a couple comments that COVID doesn't exist down there. But yeah, that's the life story so far. Let's see. And I do want to remind everybody once again that the rock fin at the end, we're probably going to do some uncensored stuff. You're seeing a black screen. That's because I'm going to read these two tipskis over there. Love you, Jason. You and your chat make me feel sane. Thanks, Kimberly. I appreciate that. Hey, Jason, keep up the great work. Love what you are doing. Wondering if you've heard of Dr. Shiva talk about Robert Kennedy Jr. He talked about it on my program. I had Shiva on, I think I don't know if it was pre-pandemic, but I had him on. He wasn't very fond of Robert Kennedy. Hey, listen, I understand the hesitancy of people like that are constantly surrounded by these like elitist types. All right, I get it. Like people being skeptical of Naomi Wolf. I also interviewed her. I'm a guy that wants to talk to as many people as possible. Okay, as many people as possible. We got Castillo saying, tell it. Eva Welch, keep up the great work. Thank you, Eva. Really appreciate that. Let's see. Stephen Chase just signed up for premium. Have been following you for a while, mostly on YouTube, but it's time to upgrade to an actual free speech platform. Thank you, Stephen. Keep up the good fight, Burmis. God bless. You rock, bro. Thank you so much. Justin Morrison said, keep fighting the good fight, man. Wow, so you even, so what's kind of cool is if you tip out over on Rockfin, you can also send me a URL in the thing. So you can actually send me links via that too. That's really neat. I like that. Mark Leggett says, thanks for listening to Real Science. Deanna, thank you. Paul, thank you. All right. It looks like we've gotten through the vast majority of them, right? We got another one from Georgia Swan. Awesome. Thank you, guys. AJ, thank you. All right, let's keep going. Karen says, I was thinking the same exact thing. Why are all the news media promoting experts full of it? The WHO? Yeah, don't you worry. The WHO, the vaccine passports, maybe some corporate enforcement. It's going to be a gravy train with biscuit wheels. DeSantis still on board with mRNA jabs. Listen, all of them are. All of them. All of them. None of them have denounced it all the way. I don't know what else to tell everybody. Like, you know what? I didn't love Rand Paul telling Fauci, for instance, give the people a reward. I'm not a pet. I'm not a child. I didn't sign up for a competition or a contest where I need a reward. I'm here to win ball games for sure, but not to be rewarded for being a subservient, mindless bootlicker. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, Kat, yep. Oh, Jesus, right. Hit that like button. Don't forget to slap it, tap it, and get it all in there. Right, Gritch? Smack it. We need private jet owners and pilots to start a business for the un-V word. I'm sure there'll be something. There'll be some way around. Listen, again, I'm gonna just drive. Just when the wind caused Biden to fall yesterday. Yeah, of course it was the wind. It was windy. Knocked him right over a couple times. You know what? I did the Chrissy Meyer podcast yesterday. I think that will come out. Let's tell everybody. I think it's Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern time over on her YouTube channel and everywhere else. But I, of course, taped it. So I'll probably be posting that. I'll give her a good 24 hours before I post it premium style on Rockfin as well. So you'll get that too if you're a premium member. And I do have a couple videos that I haven't even posted yet. I have a sit down with Pat Miletich from a few days ago. I need to edit and post. That's going to be a Rockfin exclusive. And then I also have, what else do I have? I got one more. Oh yeah, I did Jay Dyer's show last night. We had a ton of technical difficulty, which sucks because I really enjoy talking to Jay, especially about some of the esoteric stuff that you see bleed into reality and what is real and what isn't. So I taped that, and I just got to edit the two parts together, and that will be up today. And I think that we'll also make that just a Rockfin exclusive. Let's see. So much for travel with my family. My sister-in-law sent me pics of hers. Let's see. What a theatrical global show of deceits. Some lead seeds will be my last stand. Let's see. What up, Gritch? What up, Karen? Every year? How about every month, every week? We're the lab rats of the NWO. Not me. Not traveling with a smartphone. At Cow Rooster, that's the word on the street. Effed up. Let's see. Check out Dolores Cahill's Freedom Airways. No master shots needed. Let's see. Does Rockfin require a V-Pass? It does not, but it is ROKFIN. Get the C out of here. Rockfin, get the C out of here. And please go make that free account. Please, 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 please go make that free Rockfin account. Believe you're going to want to do it so we can actually talk about some of the things like the good arm. The good arm. Couldn't talk about the good arm very much here. We did talk about it a little bit with T-Lav. Last American Vagabond. Love him. Had him on the program yesterday. Working on getting some other big names on the show as well. Fauci Gates fully invested, making mazillions off the V's. Mazillions off the V's. As well of the whole shebango. Why are you still watching this on YouTube? Come join the Burmese Brigade over at the Rockfin. Love Monday through Friday. Yes, I am there. I am live even today. I'm trying to do more, 6-7 days a week. I don't know, man. I haven't been doing my walk and talks. I'm going to probably try to do that today. But hey, I'm doing it every day. Anytime someone reaches out to me, I do their interviews as well because I'm trying to reach more people. I'm not trying to be in an echo chamber. Let's see. Rockfin is not working at all for mobile. No. Well, Kat, listen. I'm going to say this. Right now, I know that they're working on an upgrade for the app to iOS, but that you're going to have an Android app. I would say hammer them over at Twitter in the DMs. Be like, hey, guys, come on. Please work on this. But they are working hard. And they're working hard to bring new features to the game. And they still allow me to live stream. And, for instance, when I'm watching other streams on other platforms, I notice there's a lot of crashing too. And I think that has a lot to do with also the browsers you're using. Like you're probably using, just like the vast majority of us, the Chrome browser. I would suggest try an alternate browser if you can't get it via iOS. But again, I'm hoping that this Android app is going to be solid. Come on, Rockfin guys, you got it. I've stopped flying years ago. I will not be getting V-word for CVID ever. CVID? No, sir. Definitely not. Same here, sir. I have a trip booked in August, but I won't be going. Holy hell, this is maddening. Yeah. No, they're going for the throat. This is it. This is the takeover. I will drive too. No travel passport for me. If you enjoy this type of coverage, $5, $10, $15 does mean the world. Please consider, I still have the Go Get funding up. JasonIsVoid@yahoo.com. That is my my PayPal as well. And at Jason Burmis is not only my Twitter, where, guys, you can pretty much find links to everything I do in a day and other stories that I miss out on. I just want to say that. And that's also the Venmo. So I appreciate it. It ain't a V scene. Look it up. Drive. What if they start checkpoints? States and cities. They very may well. They very may well. I mean, all this stuff is already unconstitutional. All this stuff is draconian. All of this stuff is crazy and authoritarian. Agreed. Maybe you'll have to walk or take a bike. They won't even let you do that. Hunger Games style. Region 1. Let's see. I've never flown, never will now. I drive everywhere. We all need to grow our own food this year. You're not wrong, Carooster. Let's see. What do we got here? You can use the browser on your phone if the app is not working to access the rocking definning. Georgia, thank you so much. Corey Durham. Did we already do that one? Yeah, we did that one. We did do that one. And again, I want to thank all the Rockfinners over there right now. Your papers, please. Yeah, no, again, listen. Nazis really didn't do anything wrong, pre-World War II. They said please when they asked for your papers. Just like they said please wear a mask on the streets and please wear a mask while in public at first, right? It was please. They're very polite. It's again, if you want to scream on a roller coaster, come on. Cancel time. No. You want to go see a Yankee game? You want to go see the Mets? No. You don't like robot dogs on the street? You don't like DARPA dogs policing people? No, no, no. Cancel your ass. Oh, amazing times, folks. Amazing times. Looks like a reptile. By the way, 238 watch. Can we get 200 thumbs up? I really do appreciate the thumbs up, guys. Already growing, but probably not enough. I don't have animals that I can eat. Well, yeah, I don't have that kind of land. They can require vaccine passports to get into hotels and motels. Everything. Listen, they already have free. You don't like freedom bracelets? What? You don't want a freedom bracelet? Because they got those in Israel. And they do have your papers, please, to go grocery shopping, go to dance clubs. No, let's do it live. Let's do it. Let's see. Let's see if we can just get it there. No, I guess not. Dance club, entry, Israel, vaccine. Let's see. There it is. A confusing glimpse. Yeah. Oh, it's so confusing. Yeah, you can go to a bar now. Yeah. Pop-up bars ever. Yeah. Woo. Woo. Oh, it's so confusing. Nothing confusing about it. And you know, I'm gonna lower it down here because I want to show people this. Again, we were talking about Florida and how great DeSantis is, and I want to show you a picture of. Let's see. Let's get that group pic. Boom. A picture of, and it's one of those like over the top like pictures like that. Hold on. We're going to have to lower that. Let's see. Okay, we got it. So basically what you're seeing here is those are all people. That's one of the circular thing. No social distancing, no mask. They're at a live show and a concert, just like I was at live MMA over last summer. And like we weren't all masked up. We were in DC. All these things were all amongst each other. No super spreading, no massive death. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. That's the truth. You know what? I need to take that and do that. And then I'm going to show you how we do it here, guys. I'm going to do some of this. I'm going to go bam. And then we're going to get back to your questions and comments in one moment. And then I'm going to go bam. Look at that. The magic of XSplit. Hey, Gregory, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I don't know if you said anything on the Go Get Funding, but it's not coming up on my phone like the Rock Finnington. So, we'll get to it hopefully another time if you did leave a comment or question over there. So, yeah, I mean, again, you want the Ministry of Health, they're going to tell you where you can go if you don't have one. And it's like two-tiered citizenship. Please. But they said please. Start my own garden this year. I'm a Pacific Islander. I fly. Geez, yeah, cat. It's craziness. Listen, the whole thing is totally nuts. Want to go into Manhattan? Get on a bus, train, driver's license. How far will they go? They will take it that far. I truly believe. Listen, they're getting ready to bring Yang in. They're going to smart city that mother trucker up. They've left Cuomo in there to keep these authoritarian dictates going. Business is closed. You constantly being subservient to this government. It's sick. Sick. That's my issue. I don't have anywhere to keep livestock. What up, TJ? Local businesses in New York are starting to post on Facebook their requirements for V to enter. Wow. Go out of business. Goodbye. If you could DM me any of that stuff over on Twitter at Jason Burmis, I'd appreciate it. I'm going to shame them right now. How dare they? How dare they? Out-of-state license plates could eventually trigger a V. Yep, exactly. Yep, traffic stops. You bet. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's why I moved to Iowa, baby. Who wrote the news piece that commentator was reading? Find out who's promoting this BS all over the media outlets. You know who's promoting it. Rockfin. Jay Herrera. How dare you? Oh, Oh, that's a big jump. Up. That's a big old jump. Wow. Wow. Let's keep going, though. Yep, that's how you do is the suit. Wow, this is going to be that was a huge, huge jump. There we go. Good point. Yep. Love you, Jason. Say Rockfin enough times. I'm 3 Beetlejuices will appear. Just kidding. Love your work, brother. Keep it up. Thank you. On my Samsung Galaxy and on my ZTE. Really? Well, hopefully, Kat, you heard what I said, and maybe you're going to use a different browser. Try, I know everybody loves the Brave browser, but you can do Firefox on your phone. You can try the inbuilt Samsung or just regular web browser that isn't Chrome. I would suggest that. But I apologize. I really do. Listen, it's a startup, baby, but they've done so much and they've allowed so much. And again, it's a forum for free speech where at the end of this video, I'll have to go if I want to say, what I really want to say. It sucks. I don't want to self-censor. I can give you a little taste. Rand was pushing the shizzle. Yes, I agree. I don't like it. All of them have. My ma's a liberal and she hates Rand. Makes me love him even more. I don't play the liberal conservative game. You know that. Almost 200 people watching, 100 thumbs. Yeah, let's get 200 thumbs, huh? Do you get any of the proceeds when I have a paid subscription? Yes, absolutely. I have an account, but stop the premium. Just want to know how it supports beyond your GoFundMe. Yes. So again, if you endorse me with your subscription, in other words, who did you subscribe through? Then that's directly equated to me, and that I do get a portion of that, a rather large portion of that actually each month, which is awesome. But then even if you're not, let's say you end up watching my interview with Jay Dyer, you want to support Jay Dyer instead. You get all my premium content as well, and when you watch my premium content as a premium member, I also get revenue off of that. It's an ingenious system. They've really figured out a way, in my opinion, to make crypto actually work. Okay? Nobody has ever isolated the Visis. That's not really true. According to the CDC, Christine, we've gone over it. They have a process where you can supposedly get isolates. And you know what? There was a Union of the Unwanted probably a month and a half ago I was on, where a doctor explained the samplings that he and others had received. So, I push back on that a lot, and I think we have to. Karen doing good. How about you? Yes, Israel, vaccine apartheid. Yes. Yes, he gets a percentage, and you can also donate through Rockfin to JB directly with the Go Get funding. Yes. Moderna top scientist. What's this? Dr. Tal Zaks, we are actually hacking into the software of life about mRNA, and people still can't figure out why you need a shot that prevents. Can't say that, Ski. See, again, can't say something like that, even if you're the one saying it. What the schnuckle fucks is going on? That's right, Swayze. What is going on? I feel these V-word passports needed in their smart cities is going to create two different worlds. People going along with this and people who want freedom. Oh, they're going to create two different worlds, all right. Actually, they're going to create one world with a lot of clashing of people that shouldn't hate one another, that should be fighting alongside one another. But it's not like the Predator class gets on the field of battle. They use their minions. And they use their minions through deceit and influence and power. Just the way it is. I honestly believe the Faucian, or we like to call him Tony, was part of developing, can't say that. Why else was he predicting a big pandemic 2 years before it actually happened? Yes, he did say that. You're right. Let's see. Have you seen the town hall Katie Halper is doing on Assange? I have not seen that. Although, was Katie Halper the one that was just recently on Kim Iverson talking about Assange? Because I did catch a piece of that. Today, rallies for freedom, peace, and democracy planned in 40 countries. They are censoring the live feeds. I believe it. Del Bigtree from Highwire goes into the V-word scam. He did. Yes, he was part of that. Let's see. Get Del Bigtree on. I do want to get Del Bigtree on. You're right. Yep. Get on over to the Rock Finnington. Who's Finnington with the Rock? We're going to rock Finnington. Just checking over there really quick. Let's see. 100, baby, yeah. Jen Perlman and Katie Halper doing a live stream telethon to bring attention to Julian Assange. See, I'm not familiar with really. I think I've heard of Katie Halper, but I'm not really familiar with their work. What are they going to do to you if you scream? Well, you'll have the mask on, so it's going to be hard to tell who's screaming. It's going to be like, well, no, man, it wasn't me. I wasn't the one screaming, bro. Yeah, my eyes were wide. Maybe that was sound coming. No. Listen, BC, it sounds like you want to get everybody sick and kill everybody. You make me sick, BC Barnett. Okay? Yuck. Thought you said stream on roller coasters, not scream. Gavin Nonsense telling us to be silent on roller coasters. I know. Mexico's Eugenio Derbez grills Fauci. The interview you won't see on the MSM. You know what? I saw that, who is it? Ricky Varandas posted that. And he does, obviously the Union of the Unwanted put that together, but the Ripple Effect podcast. UBI leaves people lazy, and it does come with inflation. The homeless need help. Brandy Carly concert in Nashville. Next double jabbers may attend. Yuck. Gross. Yo, that's why Ian from the Stone Rose is the man for saying, no, we're not going to do that. YouTube lies about its stats, especially with shows like this. I mean, they don't have to pay us, right? For everyone who is not aware, these streams are also live over at the Rockfin. Correct, Rich. Next week, no way. Lived in Fonda for years. Yeah, of course. So, I do want to say this. Thank you, UFC, for going to Florida for these upcoming fights. Thank you for DeSantis pushing back against a lot of this insanity. Thank you. And a thank you. Let's see. Year 2020 divided by 666. Mark of the beast. And you get text Biden to 30330. It's a satanic guarantee. Martin Rodenfonda. My family and friends are falling for the 9 pins jabbed like pin cushion. Ugh. Let's see. Ryman Auditorium Nashville will allow those with proof of double jabs entrance to Brandy. I don't even know who Brandy Carlisle is, but gross. We love you, Burmis. Rockfin is the place to be. Thank you, Jared. I appreciate that. Derp Logic suggests that vaccine is racist because ID is required. Best to no longer see the unions. Public employees and all government agencies an actual enemy of every free mind. This is paramount for whatever future there is. YouTube is going over the top with censorship and shadow banning. They don't notify anyone. It's nearly impossible to find this type of material, even if you type out the complete title of the vid. You could type in Burmis and Dr. Seuss in Google or YouTube. Try to find my Dr. Seuss video from 2 years ago. You do the same thing in DuckDuckGo, and at least if you go into like image searchers or whatever, it comes up. It's like the first thing. Yeah, no, I'm delisted. No Jason Burmis for anyone. LV Raiders Stadium has been cashless. FYI. Yikes. Here's a biscuit. Boop. Yeah, I don't need a biscuit. I'm not your pet. U.S. government is my credit card company, and I need rewards. What about a direct energy weapon? I don't understand what you're saying there. The largest jet company in the United States. Does Bill Gates own that as well? I mean, he has the most farmland. I love that you interact with your viewer, Jason. I accidentally found you on January 6th, the big bad Republican insurrection day. Eye roll implied. And it's so funny we grow up in the same area. Yep. Yeah. No soup for you. Let's see. That was crazy duet on the duet last night. Talk about the Jay Dyer video. Again, I'll have the Jay Dyer video up sometime today over on Rockfin for premium subscribers. Thank you so much for that, guys. Let's see. Nope. Let's see. Gates also owns some of the vaccine patents. Caught the first part of the Dyer thing. Good stuff. Nice to see you two do a collab. My cousin in Cleveland, Browns ticket holder for 20 years, and saying he has to have his smartphone with him and he has to do all this stuff. Gross. Corbett did a video not too long ago on Freedom Airways, which is underworks V-worded. Interesting. Crazy on Dyer last night. Yeah, it was weird, right? Definitely was. His tickets also have to be on smartphones, So what if you don't have a smartphone? You don't get in? They're making smartphones mandatory for everything. Well, yeah, that's where the apps are. That's where they have a GPS on you. That's where they have like an audio device that can catch not only you, but those around you. That's where if you pull it up, they can see your surroundings, literally your environment directly where you are. You know, no big deal. We're not allowed to talk about the pedo sadists who rule the world through corruption and grotesque violence. Rogue, nice to see you. Did you catch after Biden fell, he looked at his shoes like they were the problem? It was the crabs. You see them? They work on pairs. I don't know what that means. I find it hilarious when people call me and I don't answer. At some point when you get in touch and they're like, didn't you answer? I was out. You didn't have your phone with you? Yeah, no, it happens all of a sudden. Let's see. I never take my phone with me unless it's a big trip somewhere, and then it stays in the hotel when I'm out and about. Good for you, Gritch. Good for you. Have you seen Nygard's private island? It's actually a peninsula. Look up Nygard. Nygard K. Nope, I use DuckDuckGo. Now a browser. Yeah, I hear you. Who is so important they need their cell phone with them while eating dinner? You're sounding too crazy. By the way, Jim Brewer absolutely killed it in the 2 clips I saw him on Rogan recently. I encourage everybody to check those 2 clips out, and I'm going to probably try to watch the whole podcast. I don't want to subscribe, but I probably want the premium video stuff. And I don't know. He keeps saying that everything is, you can watch the shows free over there. You just have to get the account. So maybe I'm going to break down and do that as well. My son is getting stationed in Hawaii for 2 years. I don't know what I'm going to do. He's not planning on getting the V. Good. In Rand's discussion with Fauci, he seemed to think that shots were all good and that shots gave immunity. Am I off base here? I don't think you are off base there. I already discussed that earlier in the thing, that they're all promoting it, which is terrible. No one's pushing back. Flying sounds like it became horrible anyways with smaller seats and crowding. It's gene therapy, not the V word. So with Gritch saying Rockfin, this is where I'm going to say goodbye to the YouTube audience. I want to thank you, YouTube audience, for coming with me. I need you to thumbs the video up on the way out. I need you to subscribe to this, share the material. But what I really need you to do is come on over to a free platform where I'm going to go for another 10, 15 minutes called Rockfin. Oh, this is Odyssey. This is backing up my YouTube channel. By the way, I want to thank them as well. But ROKFIN.com, make the free account. We're streaming live and free. There's a ton of live and free uncensored videos. Like if you didn't see my uncensored version of Cuomo ruins the Yankees and a lot more, that's the one you want to see. If you didn't see the uncensored version of Rand Paul devastates Fauci one more time, that's the one you want to see. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to end this broadcast. If you want to support me financially, Jason Burmis on Venmo, at Jason is Void, at Yahoo.com, on PayPal. Great ways to do it. Premium subscriptions on Rockfin, Netflix for creators. Great stuff. I just do want to say to my YouTube audience, I love you guys. I thank you, and I will see you on the flip side, everybody.